Hello, welcome back. This is Jack, and we're in Starcraft. If I'm not mistaken, I believe we're in the final mission of the Zerg campaign. So we'll be going to my favorite race soon. But we need to start, and it's going to be a long video, just to warn you, and I'm sorry about that. But the final mission of every campaign usually is. And we also got to start with a cinematic. So enjoy. Creepy Zerg. Places. Tassadar and the Dark Templar Zertul survived Carricktoon's vicious attacks, but their Templar armies have been decimated. I like that word, decimate. Although it's an incorrect use of the word decimate. I'll explain why in a minute. Kerrigan, left behind to hunt down and eradicate the remaining Protoss warriors, begins to scour the burning wastelands after her elusive prey. Meanwhile, the entirety of the extended Zerg swarm teleported through space-time and began its long-awaited invasion of the hated Protoss homeworld of Ire. My camera's in front of the camera where I'm trying to read. That's why you see me kind of...
My children, the hour of our victory is at hand. For upon this world of Ire shall we incorporate the strongest known species into our fold. Then shall we be the greatest of the creation's children. We shall be perfect. Yet before I can be made manifest upon this world, the way must be prepared. You must seize the Kidara crystals, for within them lies power undreamed of by the Protoss. Go now, my Cerebrate, secure the crystals and bring swift wrath to all who oppose the swarm.
Alright. Yeah, that's not going to work out the way he thinks, but it's something I know that would ruin a important detail in the story, actually. Zerg cannot incorporate Protoss into their thing. So what the Zerg do is they don't just mutate. When they kill something, they check its DNA sequence to see if it's interesting. If it is, then they will, and then they'll make a new Zergling or a Zerg creature out of it. Now, as an additional note, I said the word decimate. They were using it wrong. Decimate means remove 1/10 effectively. Deci, whatever. And the reason for it was back in the Roman Empire, if they one of the early punishments they would do to people or to their legion if they did something wrong is they would draw straws. And 1/10 of the ones who had the shorter straws would be killed by their own teammates, and that was to ensure that they would do the work they were supposed to. And as an additional note, these aren't just these are former gladiators kind of thing. No, these are land-owning citizens usually, so it's kind of a big deal. Using the decimate system was banned within the Roman Empire for a good minute, but it did make resurgences every now and then. In fact, actually, Dr. Who made a good point of doing that correctly. When the Master brings in his Copperfane army, which is not their real name, but that's what he called them, so I'm going to use that term. He used the term decimate and then killed 1/10 of the population, because that's, oddly enough, he'd know what it would mean. Well, it's because he's a Time Lord. Every Time Lord we've met has a history of being super intelligent, which makes sense when you're that old and you're from a civilization that's supposed to be more advanced and you're able to access all of time and space. Alright, let's see here. Click on this one repeatedly. Alright, I need one more. I'm going to go ahead and make 2 more. Because I need to get the Vespene gas going soon. And then I gotta start the fight all the way over there. Which this should once again be the final mission for this. So let me get you guys a little further. So I can just highlight you guys like that. You're going there, and you're going here. Now, already having 2 hatcheries has really already been beneficial. Just how fast I was making those guys. Since I've got the resource, let me go ahead and get an overmind going, or another overlord. If I can make an overmind here at base, that'd be broken. Mind you, I don't think they have actual use in the game. You could, like, if I were to cheat code spawn him in, he'd actually have no function whatsoever. It'd be cool if you did have him, you had maxed out control, because that's effectively what he would be doing. The Overlord's job is to pass on, or basically pass on your commands to the Zerg that are under you. This will be the last expensive thing I make, and the rest will be just production buildings, and then I should be able to. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I need to get my researches going. And I probably didn't need to go ahead and have the hatchery, but if I'm going to do my army the way I usually like to, I'm going to need it sooner rather than later. Going ahead and going to become a lair. Let's see, is there any gap? Yeah, there's a little bit of one, so I can send one of you over there. We'll have you on standby. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and have you turn into a creep colony. 1, to spread the creep, but 2, I can turn you into something to protect the base a little bit more. And already I've got my crystals back up at a decent pace. It makes me kind of want to put more drones in so I can increase that speed. Can't wait till I get to the next section and I'm able to show you guys Protoss. I'm really excited about that because Protoss is my favorite faction. This is probably not going to work out the way I want it to. Oh, it did. Cool. Cool. I'm going to build a decent army with actually some Hydralisks, too. I normally don't use Hydralisks that often. But I do need to get this, just if I'm going to use Hydralisks. There's another evolution chamber up here. I have my third hatchery. No, so I can't build it there. Okay, let's build it there. Get it out of the way. Getting all my stuff to go and spawn and run to the proper spot, because having to chase them down or them just crowding around things is annoying. And getting more overlords so I don't hit that cap that annoys the ever-loving crap out of me. So 3 of them should give me 24 on top of what I have. Should give me around 59 roughly. Let's get my Zerglings more powerful. Zerglings, go ahead and produce a batch. Got 59. always, I'm going to use a squad of Zerglings to kind of explore. So I want to find a second resource. Okay, so there's just like a second resource up there. How I gotta get up there is up in the Am I surrounded by a giant wall with no way up? No, okay. I'm not going to get rid of the but I was able to identify where I need to go as the next part of expedition, I'm going to call it, which I can easily replace all those Zerglings. Actually, go ahead and get 3 of you. Those guys are going to, the ones I'm building now are going to be used for I'm forgetting. Oh, creep colonies. Fortunately, that wasted all the water. Upgrading them actually increases the speed at which they produce them. I've never actually tested or looked, so I don't know. So let's go ahead and have these guys move over this. So I am going to be producing a lot more and more just defensive structures. So I'm not too concerned. You are sitting right next to an enemy base. Now, there was some Dragoon up this way. I was kind of curious if they're still there. Now, Dragoons are really good for because they attack fast and they do a lot of apparently too every so just them swarming Dragoons. Speaking of which, because right now would be a good time to burrow those guys real fast, so I don't lose the. See if anything's defending here. Doesn't look like I'm just gonna let them go down. Gives me an ability to keep an eye on that spot. So other things did show up. Okay, so answered that question. Alright. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you guys can hear me as well as you should be able to. My mic swung away. I had to duct tape the joint because it distinctly wants to turn away from me. And if I don't press on the duct tape before I start recording, it'll just do that. So I am sorry if you guys couldn't hear me as well as you should have been able to, or hear me at all, which is a concern. I am sorry. And there's actually a moment of paranoia where I don't remember if I started the recording at all. So, but that's my mental side. You're a spore. There we go. So you guys can reinforce. So there's a Reaver down there. That's an issue, but not a unwinnable. Just it's we need to get rid of the Reaver because he can do that. Okay, that's bull. He shouldn't have been able to hit him. He was buried. I'm gonna see if I can get this Zergling over there and bury him just for scouting purposes. Or he gets killed, I don't know which. Alright, cool. So unfortunately, I just lost all those Hydralisks, so I'm not gonna build them again. Not for a little bit, at least. I'm just gonna rely on swarming with Zerg. And getting some air units, because I do have that Spire now. I've turned this into a hive. I've got the resources, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So right now, it's gonna be just me building resources for a little bit. But I have scouted out the area pretty decently. And with him buried, I kind of have an idea what's going on here. And there's no hidden resource cache right here as far as I can tell. As far as I can tell, as I said before. And I don't think this will be enough Zerg for what I want. But I'm going to go double check to see if there's anything I need to worry about going straight across. Because if I can build a second base, that would make a world of difference. And not to mention I'm hitting second tier armor. That's going to be helpful. Half the forces were just sitting there watching. Alright, just more mountain area. And some minerals. Alright. So if I can get a drone all the way across the map, I'll actually get two, just in case. I know I said I was just going to stock up on resources so I could make my... actually, I'll make Guardians. I'll end up making Guardians. Just have those guys buried for right now. And he's doing a good job just hanging out there, observing. There we go, more Zerglings. Go ahead and give me some Mutalisks. Should be able to get 2 good batches going. And then I'll turn all of them into Guardian when I get my Greater Spire built. Which I can't build the Greater... Oh, I can go ahead and do it now. Okay. And I have the resources, so I'll go ahead and do it now. Let's move the buried Zerglings out of the way. Because they will prevent you from building. Oh, I need 300. I forgot about that part. Surprised they haven't sent an observer up just to kill him, because I think they know he's there. Yep, there they went. I was waiting for that. And they sent more. I don't know how they immediately knew to send something there, and they killed all my drones that I had sitting before. That's annoying. And they succeeded in killing all my units. So that's even more fun. I'm a little annoyed. Like, I'm annoyed that they immediately knew where it was, where my forces were. Like, that actually bothers me more than There's the Reaver, just killed the whole squad in a single hit. Jesus. Forget how much I hate those things. I've got a Greater Spire. Cool. I had the resources to turn them all into Guardians. I shouldn't have done that. Get some Zergling over there to defend the area, just in case. Once my minerals are built back up, I'll start building Zergling again, because I think my Guardians will be just fine for the meantime. I'm building this second batch of drones for the sole purpose of having some troops on getting some more gatherers. So I can start producing more minerals over here at a much rapid. Oh, I thought I did drones. I did Zergling. Because I was thinking about it, but I was doing my other thought. Let's go ahead and bury these guys real fast. Mind you, if there's a probe in the area and I can't see him for some reason, because probes are inherently invisible, then it's kind of pointless. But it's reflex to want to do that right now. Alright. Once I get a good set of Zergling forces going. Which these are not. These are just 6. I need a lot. Why? Why? I didn't tell you to go that way! I freaking hate Zerg stupidity sometimes. Ran right through an enemy, and you're doing it too. Guess I gotta pay the idiot tax. Jesus. Sorry, that annoyed me a lot more than I expected. Come, Mr. Taleman, dale me banana. Good, I did have the resources for that. Do I do Mutalisk or... Okay, yeah, I did Mutalisk. Cool. That makes me have 6 and 6, and then the rest can be all Zergling. So, if they send any air units after me, I'll have something to respond with. And I'm about to hit my cap of how much I can have at a time. What are you doing? Should build a creep colony to help defend, but I think these days will be enough to slow them down. Reinforcements in the area. Yeah, I forgot about that. I even said I was going to do that, and I completely forgot. I can do that, though. Get that started. Then my Zergling will have maxed out attack. Incidentally, so will my Hydralisk, Mutalisk, Ultralisk. Don't know why that wasn't, like... I was having trouble with that word. I need a lot more Zerg, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But I am getting a lot of crystals now. I'm going to keep one of them right here in case some stealth unit tries to appear, and then I'll be able to target it. Still move dirt slow, though. I'm going to increase the attack of my air units. And then start producing me some Zerglings. So I don't need any more air units. I'm good on that for right now. Put this over here just in case something decides to pop up. Now I should have been doing my because I'm relying on air units right now. I should have been increasing them from the start, but or for a while now, but I haven't been. So I have 2 squads so far. Well, 2 squads and then some. That's not enough. I need more. This is just me breaking through a little bit of their defenses. This is not even me like hitting a base or anything. Right now I'm just... Because the Reaver is what messes with me. That Reaver with its ability to just slaughter troops at a time, it just messes with my usual strategy. Splash damage does that to my my usual playstyle for this game. Like a good line of siege tanks will do it too, but I'm just getting these guys for more backup. And the general rule of you always want more and more and more. I think they're about to go try and attack. Well, I did get rid of the Reaver. And they did attack over there. And my Zergs, Zerglings, did nothing. That I know. Oddly enough, get over here and kill these guys. Reaver right there that's trying to get away or attack that base. I don't like it. I got these Zerg who are just chilling. If I'm able to cut through here, I'll have a third base going, which will be phenomenal. So with that in mind, actually, I'm going to do this. It's a little reckless with my resources, but I think in the short and long term it'll be worth it. Found a Reaver. I hope he hasn't had time to make a drone. He did not. You guys target that. You guys don't need to be targeting that. I want you to get rid of the things that concern me. That is not one of the things that concern me. Go ahead and have you build 2 of these things. I have you guys all run here. I should probably have you guys also gather the SP gas, but I haven't got to. That is a concern. Get rid of that. The robotics facility, among other things, makes the Reapers. I don't want them making another blob in the middle of the attack, because that could undo most of my progress. Let's go ahead and increase their movement speed, because that's really annoying me with how slow they move. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with any Dark Templars who are perpetually invisible. The only perpetually invisible unit that I know of I'm going to have to deal with is the... it's actually not even... I'm going to do it anyway. They run into I forgot what I was going to say. I'm going to do it anyway because it is more resources and it gives me a foothold that they have to go through. Not to mention more Vespene gas, because that's always going to be a thing. Let me do this too, since I do have the resources now. To get away with it. I just ate a lot of it, but that's okay. Did you finish yet? Let's up your attack even further. Okay, I don't seem to be in the attack place I'm worried about. So I gotta wait for that to finish. Oh, there's... Let's go ahead and clear this out. So that's effectively a... have you clear that, so that's annoying me. They have a wall of turrets probably here, and that one's just close to where I'm building, so I want to go ahead and... Okay, good, the Mutals, or the Guardians still sit on the outside of this one. Which is possibly part of the reason you probably saw, let me go ahead and build 3 more so I can start more Vespene gas. Cool. Finished it. I can start doing this. I need one of you. Did it finish down here? No, not yet. It's getting... going to take you and turn you into a creep colony. I've been meaning to just neglect it too. Alright. So you finished, that's good. I'll wait until the creep colony finishes spreading before I build that. In the meantime, you... Send these 4. Scout on ahead. So I need to get here. This feels very much like the final mission in Terran 1 where you had to destroy the ion cannon. Okay, I think I know what's going to happen once I get here. I think these 4 can maybe not him. So there is definitely another base. And it's attacking me, so let's go. Definitely get rid of those Reavers. They are doing the right thing. So I could probably rush to a win. I forgot those units existed. I thought they were in the sequel only. He's on the run. Yeah, they didn't like that I did that. Yeah, I know where the other base is. Pull back. Well, I could probably use the Guardians to do that, but I need to get some Zerglings down there fast. And I'm going to spoil myself and get an Ultralisk or 2. Yeah, my bombarding units can annihilate everything. Oh, they all just got frozen. Thankfully, when they're like that, they're actually immortal. Why do I have to scatter that? I have how much longer that charge is. Oh, they unfroze, so I can get them back up to base. Son of a... Okay, where's my... There they are. Thankfully, they're going after the smoke. Bit of a distraction. Need more Zerglings. Especially with that building still being made. More Zerglings. Start gathering, because you need to do that now. Why did you let that one just walk past you? Two of them. Okay, so some of my Guardians just came undone, so I can start sending them back up. So I'm gonna take out their army before I get there. Nothing there. Let's increase the Zergling attack rate. That'll be helpful. Now what I was going to spoil myself with is I'm going to build myself a couple Ultralisks. I usually don't bother building them because they're too late game for me to matter. I'm going to spoil myself. I'm going to build 3. And the rest of my army is going to be just all Zerglings. I am spawning. Yep, which means some of them unfroze. Nope, some of them just died because they're probably stupid. Are they keep getting frozen, or... Oh, that's finished. I've been ready for this. Oh, dear. Target that. Target that now. I need some more... He actually has to chill for a second. I need you to build me a spore colony. So this is their carrier. It's an awesome unit. And it's exactly how it sounds. Oh, I do have an army of these guys. Sit down the carrier has to produce each ship individually, and they can be destroyed rather easily. I was using that to stall. However, once you destroy the AI will instinctively target the starfighters for you. So if you're not paying attention, you'll be wasting your stuff. However, if you have an army of mutalisks like I do right now, not a big deal. It's one, it ricochet shots. Two, I can tell it to target what I want it to target, and I wanted it to target them. So if it's going to be spawning, I need to be paying attention. Let's get some of those guys, because I'm pretty sure, yep, we're running out of crystals. Let's get you over here. Get you guys gathering over there. Get you guys gathering over there. So start spreading the wealth of soldiers. Now I just need to build a mass meat shield with aka a bunch of Zerglings. Actually, I'm going to do something I'm going to regret later. And now telling them that as soon as they spawn, they're going to run straight over to the forward, I'm going to call it the forward hive. Because I'm going to be heading this way next to start eliminating their base. Oh, and I still have my Guardians sitting there too, so I need to find where the other ones went. Okay, there's 2, so I'm going to morph one of you into a Guardian because I like a good even 6, and I've got 3 coming up, 2 up there, so there we go. Mutalisk. Okay, that ate up a bit of resources, but that's okay. You. Start getting some Hydralisks in on this fun. Speaking of which, let's do that. Alright, I'm going to actually do some command lines here. Which is pretty much just going to be my specialty teams, aka... Oh yeah, I wanted more of you gathering over there. Aka Ultralisks, Hydralisks, and Mutalisks. No, not Hydralisks, I'm going to have a lot of those too. Alright, you need to start sitting here. They're obstructing the guys, they're trying to actually work. I think with this... Okay, good. Should be enough. Oh, one of the cheap ways to get rid of a carrier is if you got the Suicider guys, that'll just annihilate them. I kind of want to build a base right next to this because I have a feeling I'm going to need to. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I have to defend it for a certain length of time. I could be mistaken. But it's been a while since I've actually done this mission, so hit this. Alright. So I have 1, 2... Make sure I have all of them, because I actually have a lot. Should have 11 total. Yeah. Control 3. Alright. Another best bean guys are... Well, right now, I'm just sending in my Zergling. Go ahead and start getting my Guardians in position. Soften up their forces. And now I can start sending in my air units. And then continue the swarm with additional units. Additional meat shields. I didn't want my Hydralisks going in first. Because, yes, they are more sturdy and stuff. I have less of them inherently. Because Air Force will target that. These guys will target those guys. Thankfully, it looks like my mutalisks are doing a good job of also killing the Reavers. After I just sent a swarm... Oh, so there's actually 3 armies. That's a thing. Also, I didn't send everything. So apparently I have an army of Hydros, which actually works in my favor. Why are you all the way back there? The Guardians are being dumb. So some of these Hydralisks just to stall a little bit. So there's actually a third base up top. Didn't notice the difference in colors originally. Try and get rid of that Air Force. Let's get some more Zerglings in position.
Our forces are under attack.
Because I got lucky with the forces they did target and destroy, which is mostly the Zerglings. It was mostly my ground forces because they don't seem to have a very strong air defense. I've been able to use my Guardians to a very strong extent because I was able to try to prevent them from building units that can target the air, because that's all I've got right now. Actively in the field, which I should in theory retreat these guys, but I'm not going to. Where was that unit? Got rid of that. The units took a little bit more damage than I should have let them.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's get some more air units. I thought I made. Oh, there we go. Setting in some distractions there. Why are they only fighting one at a time? It's like a bad movie trope. Only got 2 left because of that. Thankfully, my Zerglings just got here, so that might save somebody. Production of units should be either hampered or stopped. Because the one unit, the one place that they were making soldiers has been destroyed. So that should have appeased things. And I have a whole bunch of more air units coming in. Cool. Now it's just a matter of me going through destroying what's left. Now, it looks like they do have something making it somewhere. I just don't know where yet. I think I know where it is, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Let me go find it. It should be... No, I don't know where. Interesting. Unless they're recalling them from different areas. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay, there's something yellow right there. Just another one. Yeah, it looks like they're recalling them from different areas, so... Anyway, good news is I now have another place I can go have some fun. Here you go. You just got volunteered. Have a full base somewhere because they are able to even field maybe not even a full base, just like something left somewhere because they're able to produce reuse, which is horrible for me right now. Let's get some more Mutalisks in the air. I gotta find this base! Let's get these Zerglings there to guard. Actually, I don't think it's them. I think it's actually... I forgot there's another faction that I'm dealing with. I am not going to scout with them. I do have some Zerglings I can go scout with. I'm going to leave my Mutalisks right where they're at. Yeah, they keep sending a probe over, hoping that they'll be able to... rebuild a base. So they have to be on the far right side. And that's where the orange is up on top of that hill. Son of a... And they must be... They must have something over there because they're sending reavers in that direction. But they just send just reavers. So they must be only like a robotics facility. Drones to do their job there. Alright, let me send you guys over here, because if this is a robotics facility, they're probably going to have more than one reaver just chilling there. Well, there's a Vespine gas map. And more crystals. Why are you just watching him move? You jerks. Just killed a decent amount of my, I hate it when they do that. Alright, where's my... That's another spot I can build a base, too. Where did my Air Force go? Okay, it needs to heal up a little bit. That's actually getting rather annoying watching them do that. Let's get rid of this unit. It's annoying me. And this unit. Units. There's two of them. Plural. Let's go check out this spot right there. See what it looks like, actually. Oh, that's Air Force in. Well, let's do the same to them, shall we? I think they're the only ones who are able to do that. Targets being hit, I don't care. I do start upping the armor, though, because I forgot to do that. I was focusing heavily on the, he just stasised almost my whole army, my whole air force. That's annoying. That's some creep stuff just for basic defenses and slowing things down. Thankfully, when they do that stasis attack, it actually stasis everything, including their own units. I need to defend it. I'd be just fine, but my Air Force is currently frozen. Of course it is. And I don't remember how long that stasis is. It seems to be forever. Well, thankfully, the defenses I actually did actually held out. Really? You're still mutating in the Southern colony, so that's good. Oh, there we go. Are you unfrozen yet? Okay, cool. Alright, cool. So I got my Air Force back. It's all unfrozen. And I took out their carrier, it seems. You get over here. What's targeting them? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna regret it, but I have the resources for it. Okay, I was gonna say, I thought I had more. There we go. Get over there and kill this. But it's not gonna be enough to stop them. It's gonna slow them down. Especially because they're targeting the Zerg. So I'm having to do a lot of crisis management one after the other. I'm having you guys he more froze his own people. I'm going to point that out real fast. Down there more as a stall tactic, so you guys don't pay attention to sport. have those Hydralisks on the wings. And one Mutalisk being made right now. One. Do I not have anybody? I don't have enough doing it. That's the problem. Alright, you guys move down here to start gathering. Did I finally chase them off? They're stationed down the Zergling right now. Where's those Hydralisks? There they are. Get up there and do your job. Hopefully they are chasing these things down. And they're not paying attention to my Guardians. Oh, they found them. Let's get the Guardians in position. Oh, they're going for my main base, too. Great. And worse, they're not targeting what they should be. Where did I... Oh, I do have one that's attacking my Guardians. Noticed. Get up there and now start working on it. Let's help out. It's depleted, so I'm not too stressed about it being gone, but it is gone. That's a little bit of time that I could have taken for the resources provided. Upset them, but it's also them pushing them really hard, because I'm pretty sure they're close to beaten. I don't think I have really anyone gathering those resources anymore. I want you to march this way now. No, you guys stay here, sorry. You're marching that way. Oh, they did have a... Alright, where are you guys? There you are. You're getting me more investment because the other place didn't really have one. Well, it did, it's just way the hell down there. Oh, let me get some coffee. Oh, I'm out of coffee. Sad face. Kind of glad I don't keep track of how many I have. Get down here and start gathering. Otherwise we'll be done. Yep, you're gonna be. There's the wall of marching or flying death. It looks like I found the robotics facility that's making these things. I'll probably also find factory training camp that was also good. Get rid of that building now. Get rid of one of them, I don't care which one. I selected you to do it. Because an Archon. That's an Archon. I don't want them making more. Get rid of that building. Let's see if I can get rid of the Archon without him causing too much of an issue. The Archon would be the equivalent of their Ultralisk. The problem I don't like with him especially is that he doesn't target a single target. He also has a kind of burst attack. Oh, there is more you gotta target. I'm okay with this. Doing what they need to do. And I'm getting my minerals back. I'm getting back to where I need to be. Get back in there and start gathering that stuff. Okay. Shit. I didn't expect them to have suddenly air units. Like, I didn't even see that they had a spot. So go ahead and see if we can get rid of that Nexus then, shall we? I seem to have gotten rid of all their other stuff. All I have left is that one air unit, it looks like. Do I have anything up here that can respond accordingly? I do have that Air Force right there. Let's get you guys up there, see if I can build another base. They are kicking my butt right now. They're killing my primary units. Oh, that's where they're building them to. They do have a Starcraft. Okay. I don't think those two will be able to handle handle him by himself. Hydros. Guardians now. Oh, I have another Guardian just chilling there. Why isn't he over there fighting? Did I lose one of these guys, or did he just not make it yet? I may have lost them. I don't know. Alright, those guys buzzing me are getting annoying. I'm going to go ahead and build a spore colony there. Kill everything. You just clear up the rest of this power. It's those guys. Thankfully they don't do well against something colonies. No, not that. I don't need another hatchery. Creep colony. Since I am using hydralisks now. Let's get a bigger Air Force. My Air Force actually has been very phenomenal. So this faction with the units they have left are not really a threat anymore. I'm just cleaning house now. So I can do what I've been doing, which is just building additional bases in different locations. Cleaning house as I go. New Air Force, which I'm going to make more of once I start turning those guys into Guardians, because I want Oh. The original reason I had sent these guys over here. There was a full base over here. I thought it was just like a little outpost that was doing the annoying stuff. Turns out there was a full base. Oh, just those things. Okay, crystallized death. That's okay. That's just more annoying than anything else. Doesn't stop me, just annoys me. You're gathering more minerals. Benefit to having all these bases, I don't need to go scout out and find another base. I just start sending the replacements. I wish they had splash damage, because that would make this a lot more tolerable. Where is my Hydralisks? Son of a bitch! They're over there just killing. They went right past one base to another base. That makes no sense, unless they got dropped off. And I don't even know where my Hydros ran off to. They're not dead. At least I don't think they are. There's a Zerg. Oh, I have to Zerg Campaign. They see if I can distract long enough. Where the hell are all my units? Like, I had an army of Hydralisks, and they're just gone. I only killed all the Zerg, all my drones that were making stuff. That's annoying.
Our forces are under attack. We require more speed gas.
Yeah, I should have saw that coming. See if I can turn you guys into something that will take care of that. Technically, that only requires An investment of... Oh, and half of you are frozen for some reason. Oh yeah, I remember. Those are always good. You guys get over there and see what you guys can do. I got time. That spore colony is almost finished. Finish that because that's been annoying me this whole time. Let's get rid of the last of their turrets. Cut through this.
Our forces are under attack. Gas.
Where do they keep coming from? Like, that doesn't even make sense where they're coming from right now.
Our forces are under attack.
Like, there's nowhere they're producing them, and they're just coming out of nowhere. That doesn't even make sense what they're doing. It's kind of annoying the hell out of me. What are you doing? Oh, there's a building over there. If he doesn't pay attention to that, I'll be doing this. The sworn I had... There they are. Some additional units that can get over here and help out. Me sending in these forces like this is just me saying I'm done with this game that they have me doing. I don't even know where he came from. Oh good, you at least have two hydroids. Back up towards the spore colony. Oh, he just died, okay. And they do have carriers, unfortunately, so they are doing damage to them. So I gotta pull and see if I can get my guardians out of there.
Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
Really? I wouldn't have guessed. Because I have like a base or two that have no one gathering anything because they're attacking everywhere simultaneously. They should be able to do that. But hey, let's ignore that little detail. Thankfully, I don't think they're going to be able to kill them before it becomes an issue. Go up there so I can get gas again. Might be able to get a follow because of the range limits and how far I think they're willing to follow. If they follow all the way to the spore colonies I've got built, that's good for me actually. Right now I need to. I've hit them hard, so I need to. And they're the last forces, so they don't have the luxury of being able to tag team me repeatedly. Yeah, I see they're going. They're going to get that last one. That's okay. Right now I am solely in the process of rebuilding my infrastructure because I got wrecked. We're gonna target that. So are you. Yeah. I'm gonna have a cheap unit targeting a very expensive unit, which is actually cutting through in 3 minutes. This is like the equivalent of me sending a bunch of Marines after it. There we go. You guys pay the price for chasing me all that way. Cost me a lot, but it's whatever. I can rebuild. Got like 5 bases going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, 6. So, my bad. Wrong numbers. I do have people getting me Vespine gas. That's okay. You guys, I'm literally producing units to produce more minerals, so. But I think that devastation I wrecked down there was worth that Hail Mary, I'm going to call it. Because I don't think they're going to be able to recover from that very easily. Let's get you guys down here again. Which is probably a horrible place to be doing it. Because I have literally nothing there to defend them. So I'm going to fix that right now. And send you guys... Do I have anybody just chilling over here? No, okay. This is going to be a long trek. Who's attacking them? Oh, I see. Are you joking? Let's produce some Zerglings to chill down here, just so I can protect them. Oh yeah, I was going to build a creep colony or two with these guys. I'm kind of curious what their goal is to send them. The AI to attack it's trying to basic defense. Oh, son of a... See, that's the thing that keeps freezing all my units. It takes them out of the battle for a little bit, but it doesn't kill them. They're immortal during the attack. Reavers, get up there and do your job. It's got to be something dropping them off repeatedly. Because they have nothing up top to build. I own everything up there. And they have nothing here to attack me with. Let me get my Guardians to wipe out this unit, because it's just annoying at this point. And the stasis should be wearing off shortly. So let's get my Air Force back. It's gonna... Let me get the little bit of Vespine gas I need for the last unit. Which shouldn't be much longer, because I have a couple Vespine gases going now instead of just one. Some of them are producing 4, but that's okay. Alright, there we go. These 3 going down here to also work with Vespine gas. There, I should be good on Vespine gas for a while. Now I can start working on just Zerglings. Let me fix the I'm tired of them running to obstruction places. So, in case you hadn't guessed, this is the final mission of Zerg. Like, and it's complicated. I'm fighting 3 forces simultaneously. The Terrans only had me fighting 2. And I only had a destroy unit. I'm pretty sure if I get a drone down there, I have to protect that spot until I'm able to... that's why you see me focusing on their armies, because they can't send anything if I've destroyed their bases, unless it does the auto-spawn annoying thing that can't happen. Let's get some troops in a position. So, you are a little short right now. You need more friends. Because your other friends have been killed. Actually, I think those 2 should be just fine, because I actually have 4 up here, not 3 like I thought, so... Now it's just going to come down to me getting a lot of Zergling. It causes much chaos in there. offensive, and then I can get Flyer Carapace 2 going once I get the resources. Which, once again, with the amount of harvesters I've got going now, I should be doing much better off. I'm actually going to increase a little bit more. So I've got minerals for days. It's more recipe gas that's tedious right now. Friends, that's right. There we go. Curious how much that crystal actually has left, like 388. Have to still get it just because. Oh, now I can jump up and start searching for flying. They have been phenomenal in this fight so far. Their defenses are clearly not designed to deal with air units. I don't know why my air units are right over some of them. Oh, shoot. And they have a carrier attacking that base. Thankfully, I actually have an air force that can deal with it this time. And they just killed every drone because reasons. You know what? You guys doing it to me? I'm doing it to you. Have fun. Except for I'm Zerg. And your heavy hitters just got they're getting destroyed right now. They got crystal! I need to get back. Actually annoys me far more than I can put into words. Thankfully, I have so many bases that it's actually not going to play that big of a factor. But my whole forces of my whole air force got frozen. That actually annoys me far more than I care. I'll admit to it. Why is only some of the Zerg attacking? Some of them are just chilling. Get rid of him. Chase him down and get rid of him. Also get rid of that. Get rid of that now. Reavers first, because, by the way, the unit that keeps freezing all my units also has the ability to make people invisible. Yep, and some of my forces are frozen. That guy. And there's some Zerglings just watching their Hydralis get killed. Immediately. And kill the Guardian, which is caught me off guard. Where was my Air Force? Oh, they were... They did exactly what I told you about earlier. They didn't target the carrier itself. They targeted the carriers, the little fighters, because that's what it's programmed to do. And that just resulted in me losing everything. Get over there. And they're killing all my drones again. I got one base left that's actually still functioning. Come on, Hydralisks. Get over there. Just do your job. You're actually just stalling for me. Why did I do it? Oh yeah, that's why. My Air Force is going to need to get into position soon. these scouts are very good anti-air, so moving with there is a bad idea. With the fuel units, I can get in position fast. Yeah, that carrier's done because he's almost already dead, and I had that unit needs to be destroyed. Is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. They've only had one this whole time, and they've used it perfectly every time to freeze my forces. Thankfully, he actually froze the carrier too, so it's buying me time to rebuild a lot of the things that got destroyed. Oh, he's still there. He can't freeze himself, by the way. I don't think. Let's see if he's got enough energy to do it again. I will sacrifice these 3 units to kill you. The only reason I'm actually pulling them back is so when that carrier freezes, I have more units working on it.
Our forces are under attack.
And then I'm going to get... No, I'm not going to even get any Guardians this time. I'm just going to send these guys in. And with their raw numbers should be just fine. Because they don't have much of a base left in the bottom right. And they just got to work on the bottom left and I'm good. I'm sorry this video is so long, but as I said before, it's the final mission on the Zerg. Thankfully, my next 2 videos will actually be relatively short, or at least should be. I am producing.
Our forces are under attack.
Actually directly control them like how I normally just on the rampage. So I need to focus their fire on anything that's active to the air, my air units. Because of that. Freezing in a second now, and I'm sending the Guardians now in to deal with it. And for good measure, have an army of Zerglings while I'm at it. Because I've got enough hives that I can keep doing this for a little bit. And enough minerals. Because thankfully these guys only have minerals. So I'm trying to rebuild up my Vespene gas. And Flyer Carapace. Oh, and there's a carrier nearby. I got rid of that flight. Now where's the carrier? There's the carrier. I'm trying to rebuild the robotics facility so we can build more reapers. Nope, not gonna let you guys do that. Nexus over here. I'll let you do it.
Our forces are under attack.
The good news is, because they've been sending forces over here to deal with the, to try and protect this base, they've been, whittling themselves out on the other side, in theory. So I should be able to start, just go right into their next their other base in a moment. I think. I don't know. We'll find out. Now you're not getting that. There are too many of them this time. I don't care about anything else right now. That thing is gone. I don't like action. I don't want to waste those. Delay. Right there. Now I can do that. Half my Air Force is frozen. This is where all their Air Force was being produced, it looks like. Thankfully, it looks like they're relatively depleted forces-wise. So I can do that.
Our forces are under attack.
What if this is one long base that I can just circle around? Which would imply... There he is. He's got units stealth. Finally got that unit. That one unit that has been just upsetting me this whole match. Yeah, it looks like it's one more on the base and back. So it looks like it's a push up this way. Let's get these Zerglings over here. Let's produce some more Zerglings while we're at it, so I can keep steady pressure on them. These three Zerglings, see what you can get from there. Not expecting it, it's more out of humor than I'm doing that. Nope. And I don't know why that Zergling decided to put it all the way up there. Oh, you want to see? To me, this is really funny. Hang on. You see that one very powerful unit right there? Just got killed by a bunch of Zerglings. The weakest unit in all of these Zerg armies just wiped out one of their most powerful singular units. And the reason for that is they're all shields, they have no health. And Zergling can attack so fast that it doesn't make a difference. Of course, I was targeting the wrong thing. I should have been targeting the power supply, but it's going to get the same result. I guess not. Let's back it up a little bit.
Our forces are under attack.
Can I borrow you for a second? Like, I did take this the long way, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't get destroyed. I got nearly several times. Because I'm fighting three forces and they're able to keep putting out more units as I'm doing things. So, I gotta get whatever mineral I'm supposed to get from here and take it all the way up there, which is not gonna be an issue because there is no enemy forces left.
The crystal is being harvested.
I'm going to bring all my forces over there. So, because I'm very confident that I've won, because I just literally destroyed everything they have, I'm actually going to end this recording here. If something happens, I'll start recording. But, and then I'll throw it up as a bonus video or something. But this has already been long enough because I wiped out their bases. So, anyway, this has been Jack, Geek's Perspective. I know it's kind of anticlimactic and you kind of, well, screw it. I'll let it keep running. Just because if there's any dialogue or something, I don't want you guys missing it. And then I'll just keep making some Zerglings and stuff just to... Sending some Hydralisks that way. Oh, more air force. Just to make sure that drone is safe. I really shouldn't have to do anything. Zerg forces, you really get your forces to spread the hell out. They're just killing random places. By the way, an army of Hydralisks, if you confront it, because it's usually the Vespene gas that screws me over, is really good. Like, just a line is scary. But then again, my favorite thing right now, my favorite thing is air units, because I usually don't use them, but the Guardians have been phenomenal, just like at range going, ta-doosh, ta-doosh, ta-doosh. They hit it so hard and so fast. Or so far away, I should say, not fast. They actually attack pretty slow. And just a wave of them going is just horrible.
We require more Vespene gas.
As a note, I haven't been using any of my specialty units that Zerglings have. With that is like the Queen and the Defiler. I just don't bother using them because they're kind of like the Ghosts, except for they don't do anything on their own. They're like just, you know, like that unit that was stealthing everything and then freezing my people. That's pretty much what they do. Now, as of right now, unless somebody requests it, I probably won't be doing Brood Wars. I'll probably do a couple videos into Starcraft 2 if I finish the Protoss in time. Because this month, we are getting the game I've been waiting for. Two of the games I've been waiting for. 400 health, decent armor, 290. So they actually hit a little bit harder than the Guardians. Our ground units is their weakness. You can't attack air units. And they attack decently fast, actually. And they're pretty durable. Zerglings, by definition, are 3. He's at 4. Let me check what cocoons are. Because those are the most durable. Oh, I won't even show you anymore. It used to show the cocoons, and I think they were like at 10. And they're stupid durable. Yeah, I don't think I really even need to send more forces here just to chill. There's no one to fight me. Everything is dead. It should have just, like, the programmer should have just queued that as an auto win if you've removed every Protoss from the map. Sending him there, because there's a little corner of, like, in the little lake where nothing's marked, and I kind of wanted to see what's up there. Yeah, I was kind of probably expected to build a base here and here and just build outward and defend myself, but I would have been absolutely surrounded by... No, I gotta go rid of those. Those are gonna... Anything that can target air, get over there and kill it. One of the things I really like that the Protoss get in the sequel, or the expansion pack, is they get a unit that specializes in targeting air. It's another thing the Mutalisks can turn into, and that makes a world of difference. Because the Zerg's weakness is anti-air. It's good at pounding the ground, but when an opponent has like a massive fleet of scouts or whatever, you're screwed. You just have no unit that can return fire to the same degree. The Terrans have, you know, their Goliaths and their Wraiths who can just both shoot missiles at their target. Zerg just don't have anything. The Zerg, one unit that can attack the air from the air, especially, can attack both ground and air simultaneously, and they do the same amount of damage. And its advantage is not that it does a lot of damage, but that it bounces, so it targets multiple things at a time. Mind you, it gets weaker the more it bounces, so it's not the same. And then the other unit that can target the air is the Hydralisk. The Hydralisk is one of the basic units, but it's the equivalent of like a Marine walking around. So, a little bit more powerful than a Marine. So at that point it becomes raw numbers. And some of these units get rather expensive, like the Mutalisks. You saw how bad it was eating away my resources. Because now, if you want to use Guardians, you have to make a Mutalisk, then make a Guardian. So that's just eating at you, and I was using Guardians a lot. A wave of Guardians, minus them getting frozen, was just devastating enemy bases just moving across. Until they started throwing carriers at me, and then I had to have non-Guardians walking with them. Oh god, 3 minutes. Almost there. But this will be done with the Zerg campaign, and I get to move on with the Protoss. Let's see, I do have more units I need to move down there. Just more Zergling. Seriously doubt they're gonna get to him in time. I don't want to do that. I was gonna check the mission objective, but I don't want to stop the timer either. Is there any random research I can do just so something's happening? Finished just about every research except for like that. It's gonna start mutating layers for no reason. So I'm going to spoil some of what the final mission is. I'm not going to tell you what you're fighting. You're fighting Zerg, obviously. Zerg are supposed to be the evil race. And you have two armies. You are playing both Protoss and Terran simultaneously. So you have 200 of the Terran and 200 supply of the Terran and 200 of the psionic energy of the Protoss. And it's just so much to manage with that fight. It is horrendous. Those layers won't even be done by the time that finishes. And then I gotta drag them all the way up there. So I probably actually should have started this a long time ago, like when I was raiding their base and stuff. But I wanted to be sure that it didn't cause any issues. So, mind you, he doesn't actually exist on the map, so I could have started that, and then just it wouldn't have mattered. As long as I didn't die, I would have been just fine. So this is the Kala crystal, or something along those lines. It basically is supposed to magnify psionic energy, and I don't know why the Overmind needs it. He's immensely powerful in his own right. He simultaneously is controlling everything. He's not directly controlling. He's not directly controlling all the Cerebrates, but a part of his mind is with them at all times. One to copy their mind in case they die. But to also prevent them from mutinying. I'm trying not to do any spoilers. Cool. Complete. Get back up there. There is literally no threats on the map left, unless something magically spawns, which it shouldn't. Yeah. Let's turn that one into a lair. As I said before, I'm really sorry this video went stupid long. I'm hoping you guys are watching it piece by piece or really just listening, because, damn.
Cerebrate, the Caterran crystals are in our possession. Now, all shall tremble before the might of the swarm.
And that was it. I was really hoping you guys would get more dialogue than that, but at least you guys get to see the victory cinematic. I just outpaced them. Those guys were gone fast. There's another mission. I thought that was it. Anyway, this has been Jack of the East Perspective. Please like, subscribe, and share.